welcome to a video on changing a decimal into a fraction. So here we got three decimals. We want to turn them into fractions because we just want to be able to do it, right? Sometimes it's helpful in a problem to convert, be able to fluently go back and forth between decimals and fractions. All right, let's talk about how to do that. So the first place is understanding place value and how our decimal system works. Remember, we're a base 10 system. Every digit represents some sort of multiple of 10. Obviously, we want to go ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. That makes sense. But it works the same as we get into decimals. So let's take a look at this first one here. We got 0.6. Well, this 6 is in the tenths place. So if I want to convert it into a fraction, I have to recognize that's 6 tenths. Well, that's 6 out of 10. So the first step in changing a fraction to a decimal is just simply writing it over some power of 10, 6 tenths in this case. Once we have that out of the way, generally we have to simplify it down. So I'm looking at 6 tenths. I'm going to simplify fractions. I know 2 goes into 6 and 2 goes into 10, so I can reduce it down to 3/5, and now it can't be reduced anymore. So 0.6 is the same as 3/5, the fraction. And if you want to double check, just take 3 divided by 5 on your calculator, and you'll get right back to 0.6. Okay, let's take a look at another one here. We got negative 1.25. All right, we got a whole number part or integer part and a decimal. So I want to think of it this way. I got negative 1. I'm just going to keep that there. But here I have a 2 in the tenths place. But I got one more digit. I got a 5 in the hundredths place. So if I want to convert that 0.25 part, well, that's 25 hundredths. I got to deal with the fact that the last number is in the hundredths place. So now I've got it into a fraction form. That's good, but it's not simplified very well. So let's take 25 over 100, simplify it down. That's not too bad of one either. 5 goes into 25, and 5 goes into 100 evenly. So I can reduce it down to negative 1 and 5 over 20. Well, that wasn't very helpful because 5 over 20 is not simplified either. So 5 goes into 20 and 5 goes into 5, so that reduces down to negative 1 and 1/4. So there we go. Negative 1.25 is the same as negative 1 and 1/4. All right, I got one more fun one for you guys. We have a 0 in the tenths. We got a 9 in the hundredths. And we got an 8 in the thousandths place. So if I want to turn 0.098 into a fraction, I've got to turn that into 98. I'm going to ignore the 0, it's just a placeholder. So I got 98 thousandths. All right, it's a fraction, but we got some simplification to do. 2, since they're both even numbers, I can divide them both by 2. 98 divided by 2 is 49. And 1,000 divided by 2 is 500. And the only factors of 49 are 7, and 7 doesn't go into 500. So guess what? That one's done. It's reduced. But 0.098 is the same thing as 49 500ths. 49 divided by 500. All right, there's 3 examples of changing a decimal into a fraction. I hope those are helpful for you.